Hey, you're listening to The Menu, a space where we sit down, slow down, and talk about life. The weird, the beautiful, and the in-between.
I'm V.
And I'm Olivia. And we're just two friends trying to figure things out one deep and slightly chaotic conversation at a time.
Every week we sit down with the new topics from life's menu and just talk about it. Nothing fancy, just us and you, so let's dig in.
Hello. Hi.
Yay!
Okay, so today we have our guy friends. I guess like some of my close best friend guy friends and whoever they are. And they're gonna introduce who they are to y'all. Who wants to start?
I can start.
Okay.
I'm TK.
Mhm.
I'm Olivia, V's, and all these guys' friends, but I think I met them all the latest in life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Robbie.
Oh, yeah.
This might be your best panel yet.
Right.
Oh, we got it.
Okay.
My name's Rochin. Again, all of us friends. Yeah, excited to be here.
Okay. And share your relationship status.
I'm single. I've been single for a year and a half at this point. I'm single. I've been single for a minute. I was in a 4-year relationship all through college.
Okay.
I'm in a relationship right now. My relationship is, I think I forget, 2.5 years at this point.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we tell ours?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm single.
I just got out of a relationship 4 months ago. Yeah.
How long was it?
A year and a half, almost 2 years,
Okay.
give or take. How about you guys tell them a little bit about yourself? Just one fun fact about you.
I can go. I played a lot with pickleball, so if you want to play, hit me up. Let's go.
Okay.
Rory's pretty good at pickleball too.
Is he?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's very good.
I'm originally from Nepal. Moved here when I was 11, 12, something like that. So I recently hit a milestone of living in Dallas more than I've lived in Nepal.
Oh.
Yeah, officially a Dallas resident more than a Nepali resident.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Yeah.
TK?
I think it was fun. I recently moved from Dallas about 6 months ago. It's not been fun being with Dallas.
Yeah, we missed you.
Yeah.
Where'd you move?
I want to say.
Okay, you don't have to.
I think people from Dallas for granted, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I did.
Yeah.
Pretty good city.
Yeah, it's a good city. Sucky sports team, but good community.
Yeah, we won last night or something.
Oh, the Cowboys?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, I guess we'll share how we met them. I know Robbie and Rochin since high school. I met Robbie, was it 10th grade when you started band? And then I've known him since then. And then I've known Rochin, but we didn't get close until our senior year of high school. And then TK, he went to the same high school as us, but I didn't meet him until college.
Yeah.
Because we always hung out in the library with his other, with Wellington and them.
Yeah.
And then V met them through me.
Yeah.
I actually don't remember
I
when
think
I met any of you
went to
guys.
the library. Yeah.
We all went to college. So
We all went to the library, and they were just there.
Yeah.
So
we would go there to study.
Oh yeah. And volleyball.
Yeah.
You went to our volleyball games. Wait,
Tadpoles? No.
you don't remember?
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, we're the Tadpoles.
Yeah, the tadpoles. But yeah. Okay. So what are we talking about today, V?
Yeah, so the reason why we have our friends here today is because if you guys remember, a couple weeks ago we did the single dated and dating series with the girls. So then now we have the guys here to give us their take on some of these hot takes, just to kind of, understand from the guys' perspective. Because I think for the girls, we had a lot of mixed thoughts on certain things.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Did you guys watch that episode?
No, Roshi didn't watch it.
I
didn't see the viewership. Yeah.
You need to catch up.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it released. I'm waiting for Christmas to binge it.
Okay. I'll send you the link.
Okay.
Yeah. But okay, yeah, I guess we'll get into the hot takes for this episode.
So this would be the single dated and dating guys edition.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Why do you look so quiet? Right.
I
Y'all are so
hope
quiet.
so.
Y'all are not usually this quiet. Especially you.
I don't want y'all to monetize.
We're not even monetized yet, so I don't think it matters.
I don't want y'all red flags.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the title is gonna be Hot Takes with the Hot Guys.
We did not.
That's what I heard. It's actually good. It's actually good.
We did not say that. We did not. We'll be like sad takes with sad boys. How about that? Yeah.
Let's all see takes with the Sigma males.
No. You get cut real quick. Okay. Anyways, so V, what's your first hot take?
Okay, so the first one that I have is a man who really likes you won't risk losing you. If he wanted to, he would. Confusion is a choice. Let's just start with what are our initial thoughts when you heard that?
I think I agree mostly. In my shoes, I feel like that has been true. Where if I want to give effort to someone, I'm not gonna make excuses. If I really like someone, you will not see on my end making excuses, delaying things, having that confusion. If there is, then it's probably something's missing, something's wrong. You know what I mean? So I would say I agree. I don't know if it's totally agree, because there are times you want to do things, but then life happens, things like that. So it's not like you can always give 100% to the person anytime you want, just because of outside circumstances. But I feel in general, yes. So I would agree. I think it depends, but if you look at it, it's dating today so much. It's so hard because with the dating app culture and just messaging people on there, it you're putting a lot of time into effort to setting up a date, going up and meeting them. And dating as an adult, I find it's a lot different too, because we work 8 to 5 and your time is valuable. And so you really only have the weekends so you really have to pick and choose just from what you know off this profile, whether do I want to, invest time here, and then maybe nothing comes out of it. And maybe it's not that big of a deal and, just go on dates, whatever. But yeah, in general, I think yeah, I think I was looking at it from a perspective of if you're already dating, and then the question of effort, then the question of confusion, communication, all that. But I think if you're just in the talking stage, then it might be very vague, like he talked about us, the dating culture, just that mindset of being on the ass, things like that. But I think once you get to that dating stage, it should be clear.
Can you repeat the question again? Because I was distracted with TK opening his cookies. So
it's right here.
I'm trying to read it too.
It's right here.
I was reading it on yours because you have more stuff.
No, I don't. It's the same thing.
A man who really likes you wouldn't risk losing you. If he wanted to, he would.
It's essentially if he wanted to, he would.
Okay. TK?
I don't know. I feel like those are 3 different statements with 3 different takes. Because the first one I'd agree with. I don't really know what risk losing someone is, but I feel like that's just being stupid. The second one is probably the one I have the weirdest idea on. If you wanted to, you would. Because on some parts I agree with it, but some parts it's girls just say it and then you never say what you want in the first place. And so I've had some experience of women being if you wanted to, he would, girl, and that's just an excuse for them to break things off.
Okay, I think it's coming from a perspective of okay, say a girl puts so much energy into I guess pursuing the guy, but he's kind of just, I don't know, maybe aloof, and he's not I guess really showing interest, and it's we kind of maybe talk ourselves into thinking, oh, he'll come around, or we'll wait, or there's potential, but he probably isn't even considering you.
Yeah.
So the if he wanted to, he would. If he wanted you, he would pursue you. You wouldn't have any questions about it. He would just kind of do, in that sense.
I mean, I think 100%. If a guy's interested in a girl, it's his job to go after them, show effort. But
you're the hunter.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Hunter to the prey. Don't do that.
Now, if it's you guys are talking, maybe you're unsure. I can see why. I'm just gonna keep going back to it. It's weird now because it's kind of a defense mechanism. You don't want to get your hopes up. You don't want to get hurt by the other person. No, maybe they're not as interested as I think they are. And then there's also what was I gonna say? Oh, I lost my train.
It's okay.
Can I interject?
Yeah.
I want to disagree with the dating is complicated thing. Because, okay, so for all those points, I would mostly agree confusion is a choice. Because I feel dating it can be really easy. But maybe it's just who I am, but I feel whether I'm texting someone who I just met or I'm interested in someone, I feel like if you're just straightforward and genuine, it just makes things really simple.
Yeah.
Like I've never had the problem like I don't know if this girl likes me or not. Because I would just tell you like, hey, I want to date you, blah blah blah. How do you feel? How do you think about it? Right? Not that you have to go with me right then and there, but I want you to know what I want and I want to leave it in your hands. It's like I really don't understand the confusion.
Yeah. No, I think that comes from what he talked about, where it's like you don't have clear communication. Like you're good about that. You tell people immediately, "Hey, I want to do this. Like, let me take you out on a date. I like you." Blah blah blah. But like a lot of guys and girls are really bad at showing that. And again, it's like a defense mechanism of like, if I put myself forward, I'm not gonna get rejected.
Yeah.
They're not gonna like me. All of that. So it's. I understand it's hard to overcome, but doing like having that clear communication is definitely like it makes it. You know, yes, you get a yes or no answer, and you can either move on or like pursue something with them.
And I agree with you guys too, because if you put yourself out there and you get rejected, that's good. And honestly, it's rejection therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then do you feel like in modern dating, like vulnerability are being seen as insecurity at this point? Because back in the olden day, you know, if you open up to the other person and you're vulnerable about it, it's something to be admired, right? It's a connection. But then now in today's society, in today's modern dating, it's like you being vulnerable ends up you being hurt. So then in that sense,
Vulnerable as in you share something about you that hurts, like with someone you're intimate with, or vulnerable as in like I don't know you, but I'm being vulnerable that I'm putting myself out there to meet you.
I think in any stages, even from like the initial talking stage, taking that first step to, you know, put yourself out there and open yourself up to the other person, but then now you're scared that that's going to be used against you.
I was gonna say the second one because like I think when you're vulnerable on meeting someone is not that big a deal because like if I put myself out there to talk to Merchant and he shuts me down, I feel like that's like a flesh wound. You can get over that.
Yeah.
But I think the hardest one is I think you guys will understand this more. But when you're in a relationship with a girl, sometimes you have to fight this idea of like you are my partner and I want to share everything with you. But then sometimes when I share the things that really hurt me, there's always a chance it could be thrown back in my face.
Yeah.
And like that's what really hurts me most.
Yeah.
So I know a couple of guys that like they were really in love with this girl and they get hurt because their woman or their girlfriend threw something back in their face and then it's like I never want to share it again
Yeah.
because I'm just gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
So
And they just keep the feelings to themselves and they never, like after the first time that happens, they kind of like become a you know, like a cocoon essentially.
yeah, you start thinking, why would I share it again? So like that's the main example I can think of when that happens.
I've actually noticed that a lot though, like between men, like they state that like if they open up to their partner and then their partner kind of throws it back in their face, they close off.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's kind of tragic, but yeah.
It's tough.
Yes.
Yeah. You want to go to your next hot take or
Now wrap this one up.
how do I wrap this one up? I mean,
Well, let's go back to that for a second.
okay, share what did you remember the part that you were
Yeah, I think first two guys, and it depends. Some guys would be trying to play it cool, try to be nonchalant, and I don't know. Some girls like that and some don't, right? But other than being direct,
yeah, I think
it can be
like
confusing from that perspective.
I could see that.
Do you like nonchalant? I feel like nonchalant is the most annoying thing ever. I hate when
Yeah, it's so bad.
Okay, I don't like nonchalant when I'm talking to a guy or pursuing it because I want that reassurance that he's into me, and I feel like you're nonchalant. You can't read them. Obviously, like it's harder, but like I guess while dating them and being in a relationship, I would prefer nonchalant in some sense because I don't like men. Well, I think I've had a history of men that are like super like maybe jealous hearted or like they just want you to themselves or like, oh, they don't want you to continue the life you're living. Like, obviously, I know, like, I guess when you get in relationships, you have a compromise because now you have a partner, so you have to dedicate time and spend that time with them, not so much do everything, I guess, revolving around you.
Mm-hmm.
But I've had men that, like, say, like, I don't know, like, I'm going to school, I'm also working and doing all these things. So, like, they're on the back burner kind of at some points, and they're like, they don't understand that. So I guess, like, in that sense, like, I don't like that they're not nonchalant about that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like that's just you trying to protect your like independence though. It's like you're not trying to be codependent after you're already dating.
Yeah.
Which is understandable. But like initially as they're pursuing you, you do want them to show that they're like actively engaged and like actively trying to do things with you. So
yeah.
I get that.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah.
Okay. The next one is date someone within your price range.
Agreed.
This price range, goes from whether it's compatibility with like your languages, your religion, your personality. It's not just like financial means, but this has been going around on TikTok a lot. Of whenever for girls that are going through a breakup, they're just like, girl, there's nothing to be sad about. Just pick someone within your price range and uh, be content with that. So how do you feel about it from a man?
I got y'all. If you broke, cut it down.
Oh my!
I'm broke.
Yeah.
So if you like, we were kind of talking about this with the girls because it was like basically like I guess this kind of ties to like modern women, like how we're more independent, as you say, like if we can already provide certain things or do certain things for ourselves, we would want our partner to kind of match that or do more, if that makes sense. Like I don't know how to like explain it. I guess like
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if we splurge on ourselves with, fancy luxury items, then you don't want to date someone who can't give you that if that is your lifestyle, in a sense.
Or like if you're already like very, I guess, confident in like not high self esteem, but you just have like you're just your worth. You would want somebody to treat you like as equal to that or more, not like someone that you have to like beg them like I guess for attention or different things of such type. I don't know. Yeah.
I think these hot takes are tough because there's a lot of new ones that we could talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think a little bit. So if you guys want to go first?
No, that's a hard question. Yeah. I feel like I don't agree, I'll be honest, because at least like monetarily speaking, I feel like there's so many ways to show your appreciation without it being any kind of like material. Like I'm not even saying material possession, like as in just like luxury stuff.
Yeah.
I just mean like even sometimes you're going through a rough patch. Whatever. Maybe you're in between jobs. You don't have things going on right now. You can still show appreciation. It's not like
If
you know what I
you
mean?
watch our episode with the women, we gotta talk about that.
No,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. It's like you can still.
No, but exactly like what Roach is saying.
You
Like
can
we
still
talked about
show
it. Like
love.
like I think me and Martha mentioned that. Like obviously it's not super about like the tangible, the monetary things, the materialistic things. Like more so like I was saying like, oh, if I'm having a hard day and like he does something special for me because he sees I'm struggling, like that's something that that's an expectation I have versus like I don't know, going to like a 5-star restaurant like, every other night. Like no, like I get that, but like I think what we're trying to say is just that like we've had friends or we've known people in the past where like they accept less. So like if they're already like such a great person and they're doing so many things for themselves, like self-care, self-love, but their partner kind of just like drags along and doesn't really do much self effort, like in that sense.
Yeah, I agree. I've also known, honestly, it sucks boys, but usually it's the men. But I've known like my girlfriends who have been in like long relationships, and they're like, "Oh, I barely received any flowers. I received like things from them." Where it's like, if they were single, they would treat themselves much better than as they were in a relationship.
Yeah.
So I agree with that point. But I think just not only monetary, like you talked about.
Yeah, I guess it could be like it depends what that person's love language is too, and then can you meet their expectations and not provide necessarily monetarily, but just if they've done little things, flowers, coming home and bringing them food or something. And yeah, I guess when you say price range, it could be confusing.
Yeah.
Like if you were to go on a date with someone and that person comes off as like she looks like she could be very high maintenance.
Right.
So in that stance,
That would scare me.
would your first initiative be like, okay, I'm gonna still pursue because I feel like I can't afford this, I can't handle this in a sense, or would you be like, oh yeah, this is like out of my league, I'm not gonna go forward with this, I'm gonna look for someone else?
I'm gonna riff on the dating apps again because it's so superficial and surface level.
Yeah.
I see like I can like look through the pictures.
Is she a baddie?
Maybe she's wearing aloe. She's going on trips. I'm like,
Oh.
I don't know if it's for me.
But if she's bad enough, you still would try.
And maybe like it could be like we match and we're actually having a good conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but is that something that deters you? Maybe.
Because it also depends on the women too. Like you say, you're only seeing surface level, so you're seeing her luxury, her lifestyle. But like she could like just want somebody that's like just normal. You never know.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, I think I would personally go after like any. It doesn't matter your level, whether you're high maintenance. Like, if we click, then we click. It doesn't matter what like level you're high maintenance, low maintenance, whatever it is. As long as we work together, we hang out. It's a nice time. We have good vibes. I feel like that's what matters personally.
Now, what do you guys think if a guy is high maintenance?
It's only fair.
I mean, but guys, I kind of talked about this last episode too with the girls, but like, if a guy's high maintenance, I mean, good for him. If he's expecting me to like splurge on him like that, I can't. Obviously, I can't do that. So if that's like his deal breaker. He can go find, I guess, better. I wish him the best, but I'm not gonna like break my back to support nobody's child, nobody's son. That's just me.
No, I agree. I feel like I'm overthinking this much. I feel like okay.
I think it's because price range. Like you have to think of price range, not like so direct. Like it's not like monetary, like Rochin says. Also, like it could be it's a part of
the
it.
statement.
But like we said, it could be like, oh, meet you in the middle, like with religion or like
personality
Yeah.
or languages.
Well, women be willing to meet in the middle financially. Maybe the guy makes way less than she does.
I'm not one of your Instagram baddies, so I can't tell you what they're thinking because I know that's what you want.
What do you think?
I just wonder, like, from y'all's perspectives, that's something that deters you. Well,
Would you date a guy who's not broke, he's not a bum?
maybe he has a solid career too.
He just doesn't.
Yeah, no.
A dang job.
I don't think I would judge a man for the career that he's in as long as I see him putting in effort and like we talked about, like we want ambitious men. So if he's doing something that he has an end goal to, like if he's wanting to improve in his life or do different things.
What does ambitious mean? Because most people when they think of ambitious, it means at the end of the day they're making more money eventually. Does he have to have a financial goal to reach for you to consider that ambitious? Or is ambitious for him being like, hey, I love my job. I'm not going to make much money by the end of my life, but I'm content with where I'm at. But the rest of my ambitions are more with my hobbies and my goals and my love.
Yeah, no, yeah. I don't care if he's like, I don't know, like a millionaire at the end of his goal. Like stability is. Why are you looking at me like that? Because I don't feel like I'm like stability.
I saw that.
I talked about this too. Like I just want a stable man, somebody that's
stability. That's fair.
Stability. Yeah, I don't care
too much.
I don't know what you heard, but I do not care. I don't care about being treated like, I don't know, like fine dining and all the bougie stuff. But yeah, someone that has like goals, like I have goals. They don't necessarily have to be like, I want to be a CEO at the end of the day. Like I don't care, but just as long as they have goals.
So that makes sense because someone's price range might be, oh, I want an entrepreneur that has no boss. He's the boss.
Yeah.
I might want just stable career. He can provide, and it's enough.
Yeah. What about you, V?
I teeter tatter.
She wants a man with money. She wants a man with money.
But if that's the case, like, would you be willing to sacrifice another area in the price range?
Like personality.
So, I mean, I guess it depends.
Like if you make him buku's amount of money, but he has no personality.
Yeah, no personality. He can spark to.
What? Okay. Why did you put height in there?
Well, it's something. It's something that you guys pay attention.
That's true.
Okay. I think. Okay. Well, you go continue on yours, and then I'll circle back to that.
No, I think for me it's like, if he's making a lot of money, I feel like I want to be at that same level, if not just like a little bit under, but we have like equal power in a sense, not to where like I can afford all this and he can't, and like vice versa. Because I feel like for me, financial means matter. And I feel like it also relates in my last relationship as well, because of like the power imbalance makes me feel like I was a burden. So going forward, like I want us to not make the same amount of money, but be somewhat equal in terms of finance. Like if he can afford that for himself, I want to be able to give just as much, if not more, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be the person who be like taking on or taking a lot from him if I can't give that back. So for me, if I can't afford that, then I don't want to be dating that person.
Would you want him to think the same if you were the one to make money?
Yeah.
So you equate power to financial power.
So I guess that's a big stressor in a lot of relationships. Yeah.
Do you
Something people don't think about when they're even dating.
Yeah.
do you not think there's
And that's one of
power?
the biggest decisions.
Do you not think there's power outside of finance when it comes to relationship? Then?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
I like sometimes it does, but I feel like at the end of the day, when it comes to, I guess it goes back to like my family values, because I feel like growing up, my mom stressed a lot of like luxury goods or putting up an image for other like families. So if like my aunt is wearing Van Cleves, then my mom would also be talking about Van Cleves, and but if I can't afford Van Cleves, then it makes me feel like I'm not, worth it.
Mm.
So the same thing applies to my relationship. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to bring back to your point about height?
Oh.
No, wait.
I'm just gonna. Okay.
I'm too.
Okay. I would say like for height, I feel like it depends on a lot of women because obviously, like okay, B wants somebody.
Everyone likes a short king though, right?
No.
You're only saying that because you know I'm gonna say no. Not everyone likes a short
I
king.
think a lot of my friends that I've met recently, they're like 5'8" ish.
I don't think 5'8's
Yeah,
bad.
it's pretty average.
Guys, I'm
I've,
big.
I've come down on my high horse, okay? I just don't want someone that's like 5'6" and below. That's all.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
reasonable.
fair.
Yeah.
I hate those short people.
No,
Okay.
no,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
TK is
What
joking.
is that?
He's joking. TK is joking. He's not serious.
If y'all said 5'8" was short, I was gonna shoot myself.
Then 5'8" short. You're
We gotta
a
cut that
king.
too.
I'm gonna shoot myself
You're
in
a
my
short king.
I thought he was 5'10".
Huh? TK's 5'8".
I'm
What
5'8".
is a short king to you?
Okay, I might be 5'9", but I've always said I'm 5'8".
You're 5'8".
So I'm like a tall 5'8". You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get that. Tall,
Because
yeah.
they want to, okay, like Robbie and Rochin be saying they're like 6 feet in the
Okay,
Like
I'm
Rochin's 6
6'2".
feet.
I'm 6'2".
Yeah.
Stop the cap.
Yeah,
Stop the cap.
Watch a latte.
Yeah.
No, you're 6'6".
You're 6'6".
Where's your quarters? Where's your quarters in? Yeah.
Oh no,
yeah,
I forgot.
Yeah.
Damn. My
No.
fitness lit at 6.
I was just gonna say with height, I think it's just been a big thing because it's like, I don't know, for women, like height for us is like how for y'all, like, oh, she gotta be like, I agree or disagree to date someone within your price range.
Is that a valid hot take?
Yeah.
100%.
I feel like it's just common sense.
I'm like 50-50 on it. Again, I
If you
feel like
don't
I
think about it just being monetary.
Yeah, then yes.
Okay.
But even then, like I feel like even if you have differences, I think you can compromise and
Yeah.
be together. So that's why I'm saying 50-50.
Isn't the question more about it's not price range? Isn't it just more about like how do your love language line up then?
I think like not only love language, but like how do you meet them in the middle? I guess like because okay, we've had friends in the past where like this is gonna be last and then we'll move on. We've had friends in the past where like they depend on their partner to make them happy, right? And that can be stressful further down the line because it becomes like some sort of a burden. Like this person's constantly putting their esteem, their self-esteem like on me to make them feel better. The reassurance, like I don't know, kind of like drowns you.
Yeah,
in a sense. But yeah, like it's just like can you meet them in the middle or do better? It's just like that.
I think even monetarily, like I would date someone that's making more than. It's just all about if you align on your goals, your expectations.
yeah. Hey, I'd love to be a house husband.
Yeah.
I'll clean. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's all I'm saying.
Anyways, next hot take.
Okay. So the next one is about, so British Vogue came out with an article saying that having a boyfriend is now embarrassing. Have you guys seen that article or read it?
I've seen that.
I've seen it on Instagram.
I can see it.
So it's essentially like the idea that having a boyfriend in today's society is kind of like fast fashion. They're cute at the moment, but over time they're just not worth the investment, essentially. So how do you feel about that?
If you're a lesbian, I get it.
Okay, I took the article kind of in a sense of like women finding their power, if that makes sense, like them becoming more independent. Like when I read the article, it was like women becoming more independent, like because like obviously throughout history, women have been like housewives or like that dependent on a man to take care of the household, things like that. But now in modern society, like women are self-sustainable, like we're independent, we can do manage our own household, things like that. In a sense, it was just like women gaining that independence
or realizing it.
Yeah.
In today's society.
So when I read the title initially, I was like, okay, that could seem kind of bad.
I would have to know what it's saying.
Yeah.
And based on what V just explained, that makes no sense. Well, you just said it makes sense,
Yeah.
but like what I focus on was boyfriend as like a fashion trend, and I still don't get what they're saying.
Well, okay, it's kind of like like Cher. There's like always this quote that like people quote Cher on, because Cher says men are like desserts. You don't need it, but you want it.
Yeah, I agree.
Or like you don't have to have it.
Yeah.
Type thing. What do you what do you think about that, Robbie? Because you've been making faces.
Oh, I'm thinking. Hold on.
Well, okay.
It's like from these guys.
Well, okay. Who has a point they would like to make?
You wanna go first?
Yeah, can I say something?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of these articles are written either by a man, so obviously they wouldn't be, not just this one, but like other articles like this, either written by a man or it's written by someone who's in a relationship, but they're just writing about like their past. But it's kind of like Beyonce releasing like single ladies while she's in a relationship, like, you know what I mean? Yes. I don't think it's supposed to be taken literally, like you talked about. I think it's a message for the ladies to like know their self-worth, all of that, but a lot of them take it very literally.
It's a satire article.
Yeah.
Oh, is it meant to be satire?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait,
It was meant to trigger men like you. Because I know you
Can I spill some red pill propaganda? Okay.
I need to run it by me first.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so you stop being as bad. So it's written by a man.
It's written by a
It's
woman.
written by a woman.
Okay, let's say it's written by a woman.
It's
But it's written to make sure girls don't sleep with other men, right? Because you don't need a man in your life, right?
Hold on.
And so the red pill men are always talking about how they like inexperienced women, and so this article is saying don't be.
Okay, we're no.
The red pill propaganda.
Okay, no.
So if it's intended, I don't know the article, but if it's intended to be satire, I think it could be misconstrued. Like someone might take it literally.
Maybe, yeah.
Some men are actually like facts.
What?
Some men
They're like,
in the comments
facts. Yeah, it is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I said
that. Non-toxic men were saying it's
It's also like, again, these articles are like trying to point out towards like the toxic men, whereas like a lot of people that I know in real life as well, they'll be like, oh yeah, I hate men, I hate blah, blah, and then they'll have like a loving relationship with a man, like, you know what I mean? So they mean I hate toxic men, but they'll just say like I hate men, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, that's not obviously true because they're in a loving relationship, they're like, about to get married, all that. So it's
To elaborate on your point, I feel like this article was also to help us see the toxic men around us. Like if they were to see that article and then say some crazy shit like, oh yeah, no, these women have gone insane, then we know, stay away from them.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. What's your opinion?
What's your
I wanna hear it,
opinion?
yeah.
I'm not familiar with the article, so
I just told you, I gave you a brief synopsis of what the article was about. It's just about women taking back like their independency, being independent.
right. I think that's good. That's good.
What do you think about the title?
Well, so can you remind me what the title is?
Having a boyfriend is not embarrassing.
Well, that's fine.
I mean, that's clickbait, right?
No,
Well,
that's fine. I'm embarrassed.
it was actually posed as a question. Is having a boyfriend
Is it?
embarrassing?
Oh,
That
that changes it completely because I would be interested to read something like that.
Oh,
But I mean, like, that was the title, but the article is essentially like, yes, it is embarrassing.
Yes,
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. I embarrass my girlfriend all the time.
I do that.
You embarrass a lot of us.
I'll talk to the guy, but yeah, she likes you.
Okay.
You saw-
Don't do that. Oh my god. Anyway,
I guess from this, like, if you were speaking from your relationship's point of view, what are your take on this title, on this article? Like, how does that make you feel? Coming from, I guess, like, the single perspective, dating perspective, dated, if you were told that, like, oh, now having a boyfriend is embarrassing, how would that change anything
No.
of your perspective, I guess?
No.
Like, if you were on a date and, I don't know, she brought up this article, would that prevent you from going further? Or if you were already dating, does that make you think twice about your current relationship or who you are in this relationship? If you have dated, how does that affect your mindset?
Okay. So I think the first thing is like if someone brings up this article and I take it to heart, I got a whole mess of different problems. Like I wouldn't take this article seriously. Um, I think a second counterpoint, mainly to the thing you brought up, how you were gonna how women are independent and how they can do a lot of things without men now. I don't believe in this, but in my relationship, my girlfriend and I have separate goals that we kind of pin.
Yeah.
And I feel like I think you can say about everything, but you take anything to an extreme, it's just irrelevant, right? If you take your point to the extreme where you don't need men for anything, you lose on the aspect of like we're just good at different things. I think. But that can also be taken as red pill, so I don't really know what to say.
I don't think that's super red pill. I think red pill would have been like fuck women, like they're only good for cleaning up messes and cooking meals type thing.
Red pill do take the women's roles to an extreme.
Yeah.
But I do agree that there are roles for men and women that aren't defined, but it's just defined within a relationship.
Yeah.
Like I take out the trash and my girlfriend cleans that.
Yeah.
Because it's just what
that's what y'all agreed on. Yeah. It's perfectly fine. Robbie? If a girl brought up this article to you on a date, are you going on another date? If she's bad enough, you are, right?
You should. I would love to hear her.
Alright.
I feel like we make great conversation.
Not if she's bad enough, right? What if she's like an average girl? You don't know you like her yet, but she looks nice enough.
You know, look, when I go on a date, I love to listen.
Right. Okay.
What if she's like,
What
if she's like, what can you bring to the table now that Vogue came out and say that having a boyfriend is embarrassing?
Why are you here? Why did you want to go?
No, no, from your side only. Like, what can you bring to the table?
Before you pay the check, just look good. I'm not getting something tonight. I think of the chili stuff. Split check or no? Hey, Paul. Hey, am I getting something tonight? Yes or no?
Oh my god.
Okay, that's what I would say if she brought up. Hey, would you bring to the table?
Well, yeah, because I mean, it's the same sense like when a man brings up to a woman, like, what do you bring me to the table? My response is, fuck you.
Yeah.
Conversation is so bad. Yeah. I feel like that question is so terrible.
I don't think a good relationship's ever started from that question.
Yeah.
Ever, yeah.
So, it's okay if you say you wouldn't like it, Robbie. There's no bad answer.
Yeah.
It would...
It would depend if she's bad enough, right?
No, it would depend where her priorities are and what she's looking for in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Why she's looking for a relationship is something that you want to know if you hear.
You taking it to heart?
No.
Okay.
If I put myself in a
girl on a date with me and she said, "Oh, look, I read this article. Having a boyfriend is so are you looking for a boyfriend or like what are you looking for? You're just looking for attention from different guys. Trying to...
No, I can see what you're saying. I can see where you're coming from. Rochin?
I feel like if I go on the first date and she says that, I don't care. Like TK said, it'd be like whatever. But if we're dating, and not that article specifically, but it depends on like the context of what she's saying, because I feel like there are people who think of their relationship as just like an accessory to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like they don't think of it as like a 50-50. It's just it's me
Makes
myself
me look good.
and
Yeah.
you know, like my little boo boo. That's like like you know what I mean? It's it's just it's like a 5% part of me.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like if I'm dating someone and I'm thinking of them as my equal and my peer, like 50-50, and they're thinking of me as just like an accessory on their side, if they show that kind of like thinking, then that would you know, I would feel a certain way. But if they're just joking about, I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess to wrap it up, it's very complex.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay.
Archie brought up the best point. It just depends on the context of it.
Yeah.
What does it mean to them?
Yeah, the title alone isn't that deep.
Okay. What's your next hot take, B?
You can read it.
Okay, men claim they need time, but within 5 seconds, guys know if you are girlfriend material or wife material. The rest is just them waiting to see if they're right or delusional.
Do we agree or disagree?
Wait, what was the time frame?
Like
5 seconds.
5 seconds. Like within 5 seconds, do you know if she's girlfriend material or wife material, or do you know?
No.
Actually, no. Oh, okay. That's
enough time.
But how long does it take you to realize like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna marry this girl, or or they're just a girlfriend, or how long does it take you to realize like, oh, there's no potential in a relationship at all?
I would say for me at least, like within the first 5 seconds, I decide whether I want to keep talking or not.
Yeah. How?
And then whether I like seeing you, or whether I like looking at you, or whether I like listening to you, like I don't know, it could be for anything. It could be superficial, it could be deep, but like I don't know if I'm gonna marry my girlfriend. But it's just like maybe I'm just crazy. But the way I think about it is like, do I want to see you tomorrow? And then as long as I want to keep seeing you tomorrow, I'm gonna keep seeing you tomorrow. Yeah. And there will be days when it pisses me off. I don't know. Like I really don't know if like someone's wife material within like the first 10 minutes or something.
Yeah,
It's not black and white. It's just like, is this someone I want to keep talking to? Like, I crave talking to them, something like that.
I will know if I don't want to talk to you within 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I feel like that's easy. Yeah. But I'm not gonna be able to tell whether you're like a great girlfriend or wife material.
I feel like girlfriend material for me would be like at least like a few dates. I would say like 3-4 dates, and then I can like different settings. Maybe I get to see your friends, you get to see my friends, just like see how you interact, things like that, and then you kind of know whether you want to be in a relationship. I think marriage, it wouldn't be like that late in my opinion, like what TK talked about. I think a couple months you would kind of know, like not a couple, maybe a few months, and then you know if even if you don't know 100% this person is the one I'm gonna marry, it's like, okay, I see the potential, like I could see myself getting married. It might not happen, but I can see the future out there.
I think
you see what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. I think the same.
Yeah. So
Okay.
and then like about the dates, what TK talked about, like going on first dates, the way I know I want to see you again is like if you're so interesting that like after the date I'm like, oh, like I want to know her more. Like I want to see her again. I want to know more about her again. Like I want to like take the initiative to like set up another date. Like that's how you know that next time like I'm really pushing for it. Whereas if a guy just doesn't try afterwards, you kind of know what he stands. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Now, is it from the same from y'all's perspective? Because I feel like within 5 seconds, you're like, no, this guy can never do it.
yeah, within 5 seconds.
I feel like it, yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
I know.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't know. I feel like when I go on dates in New York, I think I make my decisions within the first couple of seconds of you talking. And then for me, it's just like, okay, I'm going to just ride out this date, but I probably won't see you again. Or like, okay, I'm interested in how I'll apply.
How can we as guys tell actually?
Yeah.
I think it's hard. I think
Like
on the win.
with you, I know it's hard because you don't like make a face. I think it'd be easier to tell with you.
Oh.
If I make faces?
No, because you're just a little straightforward.
Okay, my thing is, okay, I would say this. In the first 5 seconds, do I know I'm going to marry this person or date this person? No. But if I can tell I can hate their I'm going to hate their fucking guts. Then then I'm not giving them the time of day.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's a little bit harder. Like, I can't distinguish, I guess, like Richard said, like, to go on dates. But, like, I don't know. If I talk to a man and I'm getting the ick, I mean, I'm already over it. And it could be like, after the 5 seconds, like the 6th second, I'm like, oh no, it's not gonna work. But I truly don't know.
I think we're all agreeing on that. But back to the question, but what was it?
What?
Men claim they need time, but within 5 seconds, guys know if you're girlfriend material or wife material. The rest is just them waiting to see if they're delusional. I mean, or they're right or delusional.
Like a lot of guys would be like, no, I just need a couple more minutes to think about it. Or no, I need to think about this. No, I need to think about that. But in hindsight, it has already been decided. You're just saying this. Yeah.
Like, bro, you're way different girls.
Bullshit. No, that's complete bullshit. Why did they say that?
We already know that.
Yeah.
But then we get gassed when we say we know that. No, that's not true.
Yeah.
Stop believing it then.
But like guys don't want to expose the secrets.
Yeah. Don't stop believing it then. That's your fault.
Okay.
You know it's the same heat, but you still fall for it.
I don't fall for it.
Okay.
No, I guess I'm just like why?
Why do you do that?
Yeah.
It's just like different circumstances.
Right.
It depends on.
If I was dating you and like 3 other girls and they were all like, hey, let's be official, but I still wanted to see which one I like the most, that's what I'm gonna say.
So it's like an option.
So you're a hoe.
I mean, that's what hoes would do. I wouldn't do that.
So you would say, oh, I need some more time?
Yeah, I mean, if I wanted to delay giving you an answer into like why you aren't my girlfriend, that would be.
But don't you think when the women find out that
They'll
you're
be
doing
bad,
that, they
yeah.
would be hurt.
Okay, if you find out, I'm gone. I'm dead.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna let you.
But what if that was the girl that you really wanted? And the girl that like she found out that you were choosing between 3 other women and that she was like maybe an afterthought, and then you were like, oh no, she's the one I want to date. But then she gets mad and she's like, I don't think he sees my worth. I'm gonna leave. And then what?
I feel like I must not have wanted her that much.
Oh, okay.
Because if I really want you, if I really want you, I would have picked you over.
Yeah, exactly.
But if it's close enough to where I'm like
So you
trying to
didn't
buy
want any of the 3 women.
If I'm trying to buy time that I didn't want, you're one above the other.
Okay.
I still want you. Just maybe maybe there's different things.
But then you contradict yourself by saying that because you're like, oh, I have 3 women, but I didn't want you in the first place if you're the one I wanted. But then I didn't know I wanted you because I had to choose between 3 women instead of just you.
No,
Yes,
I'm saying there's 3 girls and I want them all, right?
Yeah, but you don't know which one you want.
I don't know which one I want because maybe they have different.
I'm saying you wanted that girl more that got mad, and then you're like, well, then I didn't want her, obviously, but you picked her out of the 3 women.
Because it's like, okay, well, one's a 6, 7, 8, right? I want the 8. Okay, that's the rating, but in terms of like how much I want them. If one was a 10 and the others were like a 5 and a 6, I'm obviously gonna pick the 10, right? Because I want her that much more than the other, right?
No, that makes sense.
When this comes up is when they're all equal or when they have different values that I like, and I don't know what I'm trying to prioritize. And the most realistic example would be like, there's a rich girl who's a baddie. I think baddie, right?
Yeah.
But no personality. She's fine, but she's crazy. She's crazy. She's trying to take all my money. I like that, but it's temporary. Or there's a girl who's like less attractive, but someone who I see the qualities in. Yeah, even though that it's still bad, but it's like. I'm trying to do
You said we know that with the 5 seconds too?
Sometimes it's just like you don't want to be in a relationship. Like you just like how it's going. You just like the comfortable. So, for example, when when they talk about like delaying, sometimes you just like where you're at and like just like seeing each other once in a while. Like you know what I mean? It's just going close to it's like comfortable. It's just comfortable. Can you stop?
No, kicking the same way. You're on the same page.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But go ahead. Oh, I was gonna kind of change the topic.
The TLDR is like if they're generally trying to stall for time, it's not very good.
Yeah,
it's just
no, we know that.
Okay.
So then that goes back to kind of our point where we said if he would, he could.
No,
if he wanted,
he would. Either way,
they don't even know.
Either way, that goes back to the point because it's like we know that. That's what we're saying. If he wanted to, he would.
I agree.
Because if he, like you said, we're bullshitting, we're stalling time, and then that's just bad. We know that.
Yeah.
So we don't gaslight us to thinking that.
Now, sometimes the girl might be okay with that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sometimes
They're never okay with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I won't speak for all women, but I would say this. In your face, we may seem like we're okay because it's like we have to show them that we don't give a fuck, like, because we're good without it. But behind closed doors, we're crying to our girls. We're like, man, he ain't shit. Like, he doesn't see my word type shit. But to your face, obviously, we're not going to show you that because we want to show you how strong we are.
Yeah, because I think within that phrase itself, it's like, it's so vague.
Yeah.
That it makes you feel like, oh, was there something that I didn't do to where like he feel like he needs more time to decide, or was there something more definite that I could have said to change his mind? Like, why do you need more time if I've already decided? Like, yeah. So then that just gets your head spinning.
Yeah. Yeah, but then she falling for it.
It worked.
She's not falling for it. She left and she still thinks about it after because we've done that where we've gotten out of a situation like that, but still thought like, what was wrong with me? Why did they want to?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So we still got out of the situation. We just those are the afterthoughts. Why
Why
are you looking like that? Why are you looking like that?
Guys could be in that same situation.
No, we're not saying you're not. But when y'all say, "Oh, we're bullshitting you," oh yeah, we already know. We're just telling you like, and he's saying, "Oh, but they stayed. Maybe not we stayed, but it's just after you still think like going and making it to the next relationship or talking to the next person, like, oh, what did I do wrong in this situation or this relationship where they didn't want to continue or pursue a relationship with me, or they weren't sure of like me type thing." Yeah. So then that kind of like takes your baggage into the next one. So then you kind of put up a wall with the next person because it's like, I'm not going to show my full self with that person because this person I showed too much of and they didn't want me. So why would I show my cool stuff with that. I don't know. I'm spiraling, but yeah.
Oh, we circling back to that vulnerability.
It's also
Yeah.
I feel like it also doesn't happen as much to guys during the dating phase because we're the ones initiating. So we're the ones like planning out dates, like doing stuff. We're the ones like if you're trying to be exclusive, be in a relationship, like the guy has to kind of ask the girl out, right?
Yeah.
More than the girl. So it's like,
And then you miss your moment, and then you start missing that.
okay, I don't like.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait, before we move on though, I had one question
Go ahead.
about the same thing. So you talked about knowing, within the first few minutes or seconds about a guy. Have you come across another experience where you went into a date with like no expectation, but then it was like surprise, like you were like, it might just be okay initially, but then like you had a really good conversation, really good, dinner, drinks, whatever, coffee. Has that happened where like some guy kind of won you over because of conversation, because of whatever happened during the date?
I have. You? No.
Well,
She knows from the start. I'm telling you.
I think I have, but I also saw that person like as a friend initially, and then he approached me, and then we went on a date, and then I started to see like I guess potential or interest. I started to have interest. But yeah.
So 5 seconds is all you got.
I
It would be.
think it's different.
It would be.
Yeah,
It's
it's
really
different.
picky.
Yeah, I think I go in with like a checklist in mind already. So my first couple questions are already like weed out questions from the get go.
Wait,
So
what are they?
Yeah,
Do you rate? Do you smoke?
What are the correct answers, though?
what?
No.
What are your questions, and what are the correct answers?
Yeah.
The weed out question. I was like, do you rave? Do you smoke?
Yeah. I'm like, what type of musics do you like? If they're like, oh, I like EDM, I like these type of, I'm like, okay, done. Huh?
You can like EDM and be a good guy.
I think you could like EDM, but if you constantly go to raves, then
No, I feel like
Do you think
I had that thought initially.
this is from your experience, right?
Yeah, so then now it's kind of like I've made an exception for that, or I got myself to a point where like I'm willing to try this. I went and like experienced those experiences, and now I'm like that's not for me. So then it became my weed out question. So literally, if you said yes to any of those, like I would have been out.
How many weed out questions do you have like up front?
she got like 10.
Yeah.
She got like 10.
Can you like write them all down? I'm kind of serious about them.
Why do you need to know?
Yeah.
Serious. I'm trying to help us out.
Literally, I was told, like, this one guy was like, dang, it was like you were interrogating me, like we were on an interview type thing. And I'm like, well, I don't want to waste time.
Yeah.
I'm here for a reason, and then I gotta go.
Sometimes it makes you feel like you're trying to win or give the right answers.
I always ask, how is your relationship with like if they have a sister, their sister, and their mom,
Oh, that's good.
to see how they treat women in their lives. So if they like,
That's a good one, actually.
yeah.
I,
If they're like, I'm not that close, or now I'm like, I don't know about you.
yeah. No, I feel like I don't ask those. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say there was a girl that I matched with on Hinge who like I asked her out on a date. We just had like a little bit of conversation. I asked her out on a date and she was like, "Hey, just to protect my peace," like it was like a copy and pasted message. You could tell, just to protect my peace. By the way, can you answer like these are papers? Can you answer them? And it was like 15, yes, it was like 15 questions. Like I checked all of it. But I was just like, man, that's such a turn off. Like I was immediately like, no, that's
That's a whole HR pre-screening.
We did that.
With one of her henchmen, I was like, you need to tell him this is an interview, a pre-screening, an interview, or what was that pre-screening? And then you asked the pre-screening, the interview was the
Yeah. I feel like you can get to the same point without it being like that, where it's like just like questions after questions after questions. You can just like bring it up naturally and it would be fun,
I think that's what I'm gonna try to do going into my future dates. But I feel like because I was somewhat scarred from my last relationship, that now I just feel like I want to weed this out from the early on, so that way I don't have to go through that again.
Yeah.
So if you were like anything like that, I don't want you anywhere near me.
Yeah.
So it's better to just be done with it sooner than later.
It's back to that trauma, when you
Yeah.
cocoon yourself back up. She's her trauma showing. We gotta come up with our own questions now.
I know.
No. Anyways, to
yeah,
wrap it up, you don't know within 5 seconds if you're gonna marry her, date her, blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But within a short time period, I feel like.
For
me personally,
Like 2 months.
yes.
Okay.
You know within 5 seconds whether you're not going to pursue it, but you don't know. Wait,
No, I agree.
If you don't want to talk to them, you don't want them in your life at all, or like,
but you know if you're
you just want
something.
them as a friend and stuff like that.
So then, why do you guys usually are like, yeah, I know within like the first couple glances that you're gonna be my girlfriend, or like I told my friends that you were gonna be my wife.
You're bad. Yeah, they're not plus you're bad.
Sometimes, they're not. Yeah. What he said.
Some guys might know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not one of those guys.
Okay, so next question. Next hot take.
Okay, the next one is, it won't work if the girl is more obsessed. Okay, a little context for this is like, I think for Shirley and I, from like early on, we talked, or this is what like our parents would tell us too, like make sure you date or marry a guy who loves you more than you love them.
Yes.
Because if it's the other way around, then you end up being, I guess, like the lesser one, or you'll be more hurt as a girl in comparison to,
Yeah, brother.
I have a younger one, yes.
Did your mom say that to your brother as well?
No.
Or did she say the opposite? Like, you should date a girl who loves you more than you love her. Yeah.
I don't think she ever said anything like that to him. We're also 7 years apart, so then like he's like a baby.
Okay.
But yeah, like we're always told to make sure that the guy loves you a lot.
Because if I had a daughter, I would say the same shit.
Yeah.
But if I had a son, I might say the same shit. So I don't really know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just like you're trying to protect your kid or if it's actually good advice.
That's fair.
I guess like from your dating perspective, how does that have any effect?
Like, did it work out for you when you were obsessed with the girl more or less?
Oh, I gotta fuck. That's fun. Yeah.
No.
I feel like for me, I would want it to be equal. I know that sounds so cliche, but like, it sucks.
There's always gonna be somebody that wants like.
Yeah, that's like slightly a bit more.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it if it's like slightly. It's just like the worst thing would be like being in a relationship and then you clearly are putting in way more effort, way more time, way more just everything into the relationship versus your counterpart, whether it's a guy or a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, saying it like a lot of guys don't say it, but it sucks being in a relationship where obviously you're not being prioritized as much. You know what I mean? Like where you're seen again as like an accessory or just like, oh, like he's just, here kind of thing. Which I don't want that, obviously like we want kind of equal footing on the relationship as well. So yeah, I would say that kind of be equal, but I could see that because the guy is the one pursuing. So I guess the guy having like a little bit more obsessiveness towards his girl, just so you can like pursue on dates, on like closing up the relationship, like making it official, or like proposing, whatever it is, whatever milestone it is. It's like most of the time the onus is on the guy. So yeah, I can see that.
I think I agree. I think the guy needs to be more obsessed. I think it's mainly because like I think for at least for me, at least as a guy, and maybe for you guys too, I don't need a whole lot to be happy. Like I just need like sex and then some peace.
Oh my god.
No, like generally, like I don't need a whole lot, and maybe some emotional support whenever I'm feeling down. But generally, like I don't feel like I need a whole lot of expression from a woman to be loved. I think that just naturally shows in the way how we treat other people. But I think at least for my girlfriend and maybe for other girls I've known, they expect a lot more on the guy. There is a lot more effort that is expected, and that needs to be produced via like flowers or reminders. I don't know that's good, but like I feel like the guy needs to put in more effort for a relationship to work. But a girl can still provide the same things that we would want in a relationship with less effort.
Yeah.
And I think an example of this is like birthday gifts. I give my girlfriend a gift, my dick is not a gift.
But obviously,
yeah, like like girls is like, babe, I got some lingerie. And that's a good gift for the guys. But for the girls, it's like you want other things. So I think it's easier for girls to make guys happy, and that's all.
Robbie?
Yeah, I mean, I think it goes to show that, I mean, obsession, whatever, interest, effort, you can show it in different ways. Whether from a guy's perspective, they're going to show it differently than a girl does. You want you want to know the girl cares and like is interested, like show effort still.
Right.
But should the guys need more? Generally, probably.
Yeah.
I agree.
I feel like it's because for girls, like you can learn to love the other partner. But for guys, maybe it's something innate, but it just feels like when you're not feeling it anymore, you're just not feeling it anymore. There's no way to revive it. But for girls, it's like it can be built up. It can, grow. And I think that's why this this is a hot take.
Yeah. I feel like I would want to be obsessed with someone I'm dating.
Yeah.
Like I would want myself to I show my appreciation by them doing stuff, organize all that. I would want to do that, but then if they're like not appreciative about it, where they're like, oh yeah, this is expected, as you should, instead of saying thank you, I'd be like, what the hell? Like I want to do this for you,
Yeah.
but you're treating it as just I'm doing it just because.
Yeah.
No, I'm doing it because of our relationship, So that's the main thing.
Yeah.
And I think it's like if the guy's more obsessed and the girl, I mean, it doesn't have to be that she's obsessed. It's like she's receptive to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this one's pretty equal.
I think also to, I guess, go back on what you were saying about, I guess, men showing effort in different ways. I think for women, it's more an emotional, like we show our, I guess, commitment or not obsession, but just like effort or care more emotionally. If that makes sense. I don't know.
Huh?
Like we are more emotional when we I guess, care or show effort versus you saying maybe be gifts or actions that you do. Well, I mean, I'm more of an action person. I think my love language is acts of service, so I would show them in a way. But I'm just saying, a lot of women are more emotional, so they may not be obsessed by, I guess, doing all these things like cooking or doing these things for their man, but they might show it, I guess, somehow in an emotional way.
Yeah. Because I feel like for my last relationship, it was that way. I didn't really like him in the beginning, but it grew a lot. And at one point, I would just be like, "You're my ride or die person. This is it."
Yeah. I would say in the beginning, he was obsessed with you, and then in the end, you were more obsessed with him.
That's tough.
So you knew in the first 5 seconds in that
I
case?
hear you.
I knew that I like him because I feel like he is very genuine.
Right.
And I could sense that pretty early on. Maybe it's just the dating pool in New York because it's very diverse.
You find someone that's sour.
That, but also when you talk to them, their orals are very different, and you kind of gauge really really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay, so
I think it's different here than it is in New York.
I think. Well, I only went on one date here, but the guy that I was talking to just felt too much like he was catering to whatever I was saying. There was no
Agreeing with everything.
that, and it just feels like there was no.
So there needs to be some tension.
Not tension, but
Throw your hands.
what?
tension,
No, not tension, but it's just there's just something about you that's different.
Yeah.
Whenever you talk about yourself, it's the energy that you give off, right? It's just different. But with him, it just feels like you've been on multiple dates already, and this is just how you talk. There's nothing that really stood out about him. It's just everything that I was saying was kind of yeah, I agree, or oh, I like this about you, yada yada yada, and I'm okay. It seems generic.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
Who are you dating?
Yeah.
me and Shirley were on a date with her.
Oh, really?
You guys talked?
Was he good looking?
He wasn't bad looking.
Korean from your perspective?
No.
Wait, that was in Dongo, right? I think that
No. That was before she was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When she came back, we did it again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was only because you were give it a chance.
Yeah,
give it a shot.
because you had something else going on, and we were we
Oh, yeah,
want to push you out of that. So
Something else. What do you mean?
anyway,
I had someone.
Robbie's trying to get everything out.
No.
she had
Yes, the
I had someone else in
she
New
had
York.
something else. Yeah.
So she got a wrong.
No, this.
No.
Exactly. What TK talked about?
No.
6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
I got you.
No, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
Nah, shut up.
No, it's not the same thing.
Something a little contradiction.
You were saying all at the same time. This didn't all happen at the same time.
I didn't.
Okay.
she wasn't having like 5 dudes at the same time trying to figure out which
Just
one.
2.
Just 2?
It wasn't even 2.
It wasn't 2.
Then why was it so hard?
It was more?
I ended up choosing nobody.
Oh, that. What?
Anyways, okay. The last point. This is our last hot take.
Okay.
You want me to read it or you read
No,
it?
you can read it.
Okay. Men think women are confusing, but half the confusion comes from men avoiding clarity.
Yes.
Probably.
100%.
Yeah.
Virtue?
Kind of agree, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Why kind of?
Like, what is this situation about, though? You have to give me some kind of, like, give me, like, a situation.
I take it from, like, men always say that women are confusing in, I guess, what we want, but, like, it really, I don't know, sometimes it really isn't us, it's the man.
Yeah.
Because, like,
I was going to say that.
I don't know, like, a good example would be, I can't think of one, like, I don't know, like.
Talk about clarity.
No.
No, okay, like, I can't use, like, what do we want to eat, because that's so.
Wait,
Yeah.
go
basic.
for it. Why not?
No, because, like, that's hard, because for women, it's like, okay, men be like, oh, that's what she wants to eat, and she don't know.
Well, I don't
But,
know
like,
what I
when you say
I'm looking for help. Like,
I know, but like when you say a place and we say no, not that one, it's just because we know we don't want that place. Like we know we don't want. Like you tell us and we're like, oh, now that's not what I'm feeling. I don't know how to explain it, but that's not a perfect thing. I think I've had that in the past where like I don't know, like I'm talking to a guy and then he's when I went on that date. This is a good example.
Was this recently?
Yeah, I went on the date and then he was like, I don't know. Oh, I told him like I'm not the type of girl that does like that type of stuff on like the first date, like wow,
Like what?
like okay. I'm not the type of girl that does like wild stuff like that on the first date. I told him this, and then he's like why not? And I'm like because that's just like my values, what I stand on. I don't do that, so I don't know you. And then he, I guess he was trying to proceed with that, and then I was kind of like, no, I don't know. And he's like, why don't you know? But I was like, bro, I just told you that, like, the reason why I don't do it. So, like, I don't know. Maybe that's a bad example, but I don't know. I don't know. What about you?
I guess like an example was like when you're on a date and men would be like, oh, what do you want? And you tell them what you want. And then at the end, they're just like, she's so confusing. I don't know what she wants. It was like you didn't listen. It's because like you didn't know what you wanted.
Right.
So then that's being projected on the other person. Like she didn't know what she wanted when she clearly told you what she wanted.
Yeah.
So in that essence.
I feel like it's a little bit of laziness and like guys also not again listening and things like that as well. Because a lot of like we're not like at this point we're all grown, like we understand social context, social clues, all that. So there's like times where like girls will hint at something. Obviously they don't want to say it out loud because they don't want, for example, like if you're dating someone, and you want them to give you flowers, right? Like you don't want to tell them, hey, like, can you give me flowers, please? That sounds so bad. But like you might hint at it. Oh, those flowers look really nice. As a guy, like I understand what you're hinting at. I get it. But I might just not want to do that.
like why? Why is that?
Well, if he wanted to, he would.
Yes, exactly. If I wanted to, I
Don't
could.
say that because we all said bullshit. We said it earlier.
I said I agree.
Okay.
If it was someone that I wanted to get the flowers for, I would do that like immediately. But if it was someone I'm not sure about, like I got the hint. I'm just not taking it. I'm just not doing any action with it.
Because you don't want to.
Yes.
What about you?
Why couldn't you tell them that?
Because
you don't want to come up as an asshole.
Like you don't want to like. You're like, oh yeah, you want flowers? I don't want to give them to you.
There's no situation where that's a good idea to tell.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I feel like I'd rather you just like say that to me instead of me like feeling.
But
shit.
if he says it to you, what are you gonna do?
Okay, I'm not gonna talk to this person
Yeah,
anymore.
Exactly.
But then at least that ends it there.
No, but at least
yeah.
he doesn't win though.
Exactly.
If he's trying to beat me.
I think also it goes deep into like, okay, if you're not wanting to do that, then why are you talking
Yeah,
to the girl in the first
why are
place?
we here?
So it could be that they're just unsure.
Because you
Yeah,
just love
they're
pussy.
just
Maybe you're
they're
just
unsure.
Okay,
you want-
unsure.
Let's say the goal is to hit.
They're just unsure.
If the goal is to hit, telling you is just like the wrong road. But in the other one where he just doesn't do it, it's ambiguous, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you gaslight yourself and think
Yeah,
you're clear
they're
enough.
like, oh,
Don't do
maybe
that.
you didn't understand.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
And you do so.
No,
Yeah.
no.
But like it's what you guys talked about where we give excuses and you know that we're just giving excuses. It's like you're giving
But I think
hints
it's like, why?
and like we know you're giving like I understand exactly what you
So you're just leading them on.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, yeah, I guess. I guess.
You know, these situations are good for us.
Okay,
Yeah.
I wish I had the questions.
You wish you what?
The answers?
No, the question.
The
What was
question? The question was, men think women are confusing, but half of the confusion comes from men avoiding clarity.
What is avoiding?
Avoiding or lacking clarity.
What is avoiding clarity?
You guys gave a lot of examples, so it's kind of.
Yeah.
And like,
Oh my God.
what situation you clear and then like the man is avoiding clarity?
Maybe, I don't know, like in the context of something more serious, like, I don't know, say like you're having problems in your relationship and like the girl tells you, I guess,
Like these are the
these
problems.
are the problems, and then you say, well, y'all say, okay, we'll work on them. But then maybe you go down the line, you're like, I don't really understand, like what's your problem? Like it was going so like we're
Oh,
doing
like
so
what am I
well.
doing wrong?
Yeah, but she
Yeah.
told you what was the problem, but like you're still saying you don't understand, and maybe you're not really doing anything to fix it. I don't know.
I think I get it. I think I'm just too focused on avoiding clarity, but I think I get what you're saying. You know that, right?
Mm,
You want it, Paul?
I think it just goes back to what it's kind of mentioned. It's like maybe they just aren't on the same page on whatever that is. Maybe they don't agree. Maybe they have different love languages
Yeah.
and they're just not on the same page. And maybe they know and they just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
That's so toxic.
I get it.
But maybe they're like, oh, I can patch this up in other ways that they want.
Mm.
You know?
Nah, you just try to find someone who doesn't exist.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, anyways.
Yeah, that's
I'm not saying I do it. Like,
No, I'm not
you
saying.
definitely as a guy, you have to pick up.
Yeah.
The girl wants us to, you should read into, they shouldn't have to say. They shouldn't have to give you a list of their expectations. You should kind of pick up on that.
You saying they should?
He's saying they shouldn't.
Oh, that's interesting. I was thinking the other way.
I think.
Yeah.
I guess from a woman's perspective, like,
I think going back to that, I think if you need clarity, it shouldn't be a bad thing to ask if you really need to. You know?
I think this clarity is in terms of like
Communication.
yourself, like in terms of like your emotional effort and emotional intelligence on how you understood the situation.
Right.
Like that's the clarity that I feel like men are missing. Like you're not putting in that emotional effort to understand
Right.
the other person, so that's like half of the confusion. Like you heard them, you didn't understand them.
Yeah, I get that. What are you saying?
I lost what I was gonna say.
I would
think that's just like listening skills or what?
Maybe.
It could be.
We could just
It could be. We know with you it goes in one ear, not the other. Certain things.
That's
Maybe you forget. Like I think that's
Normal?
Forget. People forget.
Actually, I agree with that. Sometimes you forget.
I think I was gonna say like I guess from a woman's perspective, like I don't know. I feel like sometimes women are scared to. What'd you say?
Nothing kind of.
You gotta go.
Okay, we'll just wrap it up then. I think that was the last one.
No, finish it.
Finish your thought.
No, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I think I was saying like from a woman's perspective, I think we have a hard time sometimes. Like, I guess. Well, I never have a hard time being straightforward. But like sometimes we may have a hard time just because like we're scared we might push that person away or like I don't know.
Hurting their feelings.
Yeah, hurt their feelings. So like being so straightforward, or like I guess when we try to beat around with like, oh, I like flower, but like that's just a weak point. But like if it's something more serious, like, oh, I think this is something we have a problem with, you don't want to bring it to light fully because you don't want to like I guess steer the relationship in a bad direction or something like that.
I think it always depends on the stage too, right? Because if you're talking and you're still trying to learn that person, it's okay to make mistakes and want kind of clarity.
Yeah.
If you've been together, known this person for a while, you should probably know. But I still think the communication is always key too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It depends on the stage. I was okay. This gonna make me sound bad, but like my last relationship, at a point in a relationship when like it's kind of over.
Yeah.
Like we were still having like small arguments, like a couple of weeks before we officially broke up, whatever. And at that point, kind of knew it was gonna be over. But like at that point, for me, it was what you talked about, like going in one ear and coming out the other. I was just like so tuned out. I was like. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Like, if I was with someone and it was like, I wasn't picking up on something that they were trying to hint at, I would feel bad if I hadn't told it, If it's something that I can just, I know what they want, I know what they like, and just try to, do everything, then I can't believe it.
We'll just close it out without him.
Yeah. Okay.
Go.
You
can go.
I feel like I disagree with your point about feeling bad when they have to directly tell you things. Because at least my relationship, if my girlfriend's ever like, "Oh, I like flowers," sometimes I purposely don't buy it, unless I'm like,
I think you're toxic.
No, maybe. But I tell her like, "Oh, what do you want?" And then she has to say, "Oh, I want these flowers." She's like, "Okay, thanks." Say
So you're like,
yeah, say
She said that's how her ex did.
Yeah, but I'm still with my girlfriend. Look, it works for our relationship.
because that could be something that works for some and not for others.
Because like my girlfriend has this problem of like being petty and like just being a girl sometimes where she just doesn't want to come forward. And I tell her,
And you like rage baiting.
I do. But I just tell her like, well, when we're fighting, I'm serious. And I tell her like, hey,
a little tension.
No, that's all.
Oh, okay.
I love
Tell
these.
Robbie to go to the bathroom.
You can go to the restroom.
Yeah.
It's okay, I'll close it out.
Can you hold me?
We can pause it.
We can pause it.
You can come back.
Good. We're in this up, but
No, they're not even.
I feel like at least for my girlfriend, like whenever we have fights, sometimes if she's not clear on what she wants, I tell her I can't help you. You're not clear with it. And when you're not clear with your partner because you want something, I feel like that's your pride and your ego kind of getting in the way. And I tell her like, there's no point for this pride and ego. If you want me to get better, if you want you to get better, we just have to be clear about it. So like, I don't really agree with the like. I agree with the trying to pick up your partner's sense so you're proactive in what they want.
Yeah.
But like, to just be clear, you need to be very straightforward with everything.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
I agree. So
I agree that if I can pick it up and not have to be told, then I will.
Oh, yeah.
If
100%.
That's fair. So I guess to wrap it up, you agree with the statement: men think women are confusing, but half the confusion comes from men avoiding clarity.
I disagree.
You disagree?
I disagree. I mean, it could be 50-50, but I feel like it's on the woman to be clear with what they want and what they want to achieve and vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it's just nice to know that.
You can't have unrealistic expectations.
Yeah, but I think on the little things, it's just nice to know that you don't have to ask for it. It's just
right.
I feel like
that should be like icing, right?
Yeah.
I think sometimes because like men just lack that emotional intelligence in them to get what it is that you're saying.
We have to be stuck in these problems.
Obviously men's frontal lobes develop later than men.
Yeah.
No, we have to be emotionally sensitive to be strong.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, as men. Okay. I feel like as men, when we were growing up, we were like, your emotions don't matter as much as now.
Okay.
So like,
but I feel like
that's
now,
false voice.
I feel like women are more reassuring in the fact that we want to know your emotions. It's okay to be emotional. It's.
That's another topic. It goes back
to that vulnerability thing where it's like, you share your secrets and they hurt you with it.
Okay, there's obviously bad people everywhere in the world. There's bad people that I feel like we're never the type to throw back in your face when something.
But I will hold it against you if you're contradictory about it.
Maybe though, I'm not gonna lie.
Like I feel like if you're gonna say one thing, but then you do another, but you're
hold
like
them accountable.
Yeah, hold them accountable for what you said.
Different from being like, well, remember when you told me about this?
Yeah.
Well, that's why this happened to you. Yeah. That's something different versus like you said this, but now you're saying this. That's two different things. Like, which one is it?
I agree.
But if a man opens up to me and is emotional with me, I'm never gonna throw that back into his face later on. Now, if he cheats on me, if he does something fucking crazy to me, there's another fucking story because I'll go below the fucking belt. But
an ick if the man's too emotional.
No.
Nah.
It's
there a time and place
an
for it?
ick when he uses I find it is an ick when he uses it like to his advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. Bro.
That's the ick for me because you know
We all have done
I'm playing. I'm good.
y'all are toxic. Either way, I feel like it's an ick when he uses it to his advantage versus like him just actually truly wanting to open up and share his emotions with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we're all speaking common sense.
But it's not common sense in most people.
A lot of people don't think that.
Yeah.
But I think I disagree with what TK said about like being feared because in my mind, if I'm like really obsessed with someone, I'll like know the hints. Like you don't have to tell me. You know what I mean? When they throw out like the little hints, like I'll pick up. At least I feel like I've picked up on.
But you wouldn't do it.
No. But like, for
No.
some people,
He wouldn't do it.
for people that I know
Really care about
yes, I wouldn't do it. I would pick up on it. I wouldn't do it. But if I want someone, then I would do.
You had something like that in the past, huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think
It could be like if instead of just like being unresponsible, like, hey, sorry, it's been a long day, feeling tired. Is that
That's a hint. Oh, I don't know. I think that just might be being thoughtful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's just communicating.
Yeah. I feel like it's more in a sense of like there's something wrong in a relationship and like nobody's speaking on it or like you're being around the bush on the issues type thing. You being tired or you being stressed out or you going through a rough day, I think that's
now if a guy's like, hey, like I noticed you've been like dressing like this and
okay.
Now it makes me feel jealous. Is that like
that's communicating?
That's communicating. Now if you're telling her to stop doing what she's doing,
I'm just like this is not anything that I've experienced. I'm just throwing stuff out.
I'm gonna disagree with your point. Maybe it's okay for her to tell her how to dress.
no.
No, maybe. It depends.
I think I don't know. For me, I wouldn't want a man to tell me like I can't wear this or I can't wear that or get so upset if I go out in something or a certain way because he's jealous or nervous that men are gonna like I'm gonna get attention from other
now, what if
men.
you do get attention from other men?
I would tell her that happened. I wouldn't hold it back.
What
I think it's fair because it could go the other way too.
Yeah.
I'd
be like, I don't wear y'all's gold chain down. The fuck?
I mean, I think there's a time and place. What if people just
you can tell me what to wear? No, I probably wouldn't wear the gold chain.
No. I feel like I would take into consideration if you dress better than I do.
That's just fucked.
Yeah.
That's just fucked. What if he's coming out concerned? You know, what if he's generally like, hey, I see you're gonna wear this to the club. You know, it makes me a little uncomfortable. You not taking into consideration. I'm not outright telling you.
Go.
Okay, I'm sorry, man.
I take it into consideration.
Yeah.
I think it's also the tone too, or the way he says it.
Yeah.
Like how you said, I'm concerned versus like, don't wear that out. No, you can't wear that out. Because then you're gonna be like, I'm gonna fuck. I'm gonna do it just because I want to.
Yeah.
Fuck your opinion.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the example I brought up. Like, hey, don't wear this because I have a genuine concern. Yeah. I don't. As regular.
I'm like for me, I'm like, no. I'm gonna wear whatever I want.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
That's fine. I feel like, okay, taking this to the extreme, I had this conversation, just like jokingly, about like, if your girlfriend, you're in a long-term relationship, right? She said like some week, hey, I lost my job. I want to go like be a stripper, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say like me, like I wouldn't want my girlfriend to do that. I would like I can't tell her what to do exactly. You know, like don't do this. Like she has to make a living. But if I don't want her doing that, I feel like it's fine for me to leave the relationship.
Yeah.
As well.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Yeah. And so kind of similarly, like with, you know, because it's not just about like what you dress, right? It's about like going out, like doing stuff like that. Like if you don't want your person to be like going out, you know, Friday night, Saturday nights, whatever, you want to be a homebody and like stay home, stuff like that. I feel like that's not just about the clothes, it's about just your lifestyle in general.
Yeah.
You want to like break over there. No,
That's fine.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
I think that's what it meant with like clarity. Like you knowing for yourself what it is that you want, what you value, and what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the other person is like their own individual person. And just like you say, you can't tell them what to do. You just have to be okay with like decide whether or not you're going to be okay with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the
It's
clarity.
just like when we went out for Jordan's birthday and Amari's friend was like, oh, still trying to get this girl back. And then we were like, why did she stop talking? And he was like, oh, because she told me I'm out. I be out way too much. I party way too much.
Yeah.
Then I was like, oh, you just leave that dead in the water. Don't even try to talk me like that, because if she really could look past that if she wanted to.
Yeah,
she didn't. But yeah, I see that.
That might be someone's deal breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess to wrap it up,
Men needs to find clarity within themselves before they start dating.
Why are y'all looking at each other like that?
I just no.
Y'all keep looking at each other like that.
I'm distracted.
Right.
We know right.
Right. Okay.
On these point, I'll disagree. I don't know what you're talking.
Okay. You disagree. What
We're
about
just
you,
gonna.
Robbie? Oh wait.
No. Go ahead. What about you, Robbie?
On what?
The last point.
Disagree or disagree?
No context. Agree or disagree.
Agree.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you repeat the question?
No.
Agree.
Okay. I guess so that wraps up our episode for today. Thank you guys for
being here.
and giving your wonderful perspectives.
Have you been the best guest?
No.
Here?
Anyways.
Wait, last minute or ending comments on today's episode.
Anything you want to leave the viewers to think about, or any last statements or any claims you want to make?
Questions, concerns?
Anything?
I'm sorry, Red Pill podcast. Just check it out.
Men are the best. Had a great time with this podcast. Nothing else. Nobody.
Yeah, Phil, it was fun just hanging out with y'all, so thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks, Robbie.
And I'm always happy to support y'all's podcast.
Thank you, Robbie.
But then he doesn't listen.
No, he actually watches them. It's him.
I'm not listening. On my drive back.
Right.
He's gonna watch this one.
I'll catch him.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me on.
Mhm.
The only advice I have for men is just to be genuine. I feel like being genuine is at least 90% of problems.
That's good
Boys and-
advice.
Yeah.
Fucking broken in. Anyways.
Boys and girls.
Also be toxic. They love toxic.
No, we don't. No, I don't.
Okay, just a little bit of toxic. Not too much. Just like a sprinkle.
I made my own podcast.
What does that mean?
Like
What is the sprinkle of
A
toxicity?
little bit of friction.
a vent to that tension.
Well,
I
how
don't
do
wanna
you- how
hide
do you
it.
show me that?
When a guy tells you you're his, that's a little toxic, but you love it.
A pinch
Like
of
little,
tension.
We were talking about
little
TikTok.
communication, you know?
We didn't talk about that in
Yeah.
the tension.
Anyways, okay. Okay, so thank you for joining us at the menu. We hope today's conversation gave you something to think about, or at least laugh about. We'll be back next week with something new from Mike's menu. Until next time, keep slowing down, keep figuring it out, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Make sure to follow us on Spotify and YouTube. Leave us a 5-star review on Spotify. Follow all of our social medias accounts. And
If we don't see you tomorrow,
we'll see you later.
bye.
Bye.